I'm Judy Shaw for NYSE Floor Talk. I'm here at NYSE West in San Francisco, and joining me today is Olivia Albrecht. She is CEO at Aspiration. Olivia, it's wonderful to have you here. Thanks for joining me today.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm looking forward to talking with you, but before we do that, just a quick note to viewers. This interview is for informational purposes only. The NYSE doesn't recommend any investments or investment strategies. All right, so Olivia, talk to me about your company and its mission.
Aspiration is a leader in climate finance. Our objective is to drive capital into large-scale, high-impact, high-quality carbon projects, largely focused on the nature-based side of the equation in the voluntary carbon market. So we are mission-driven to drive capital at scale with impact to really important projects that are being broken on ground on all around the world.
Okay. Now tell me, what are the opportunities in the voluntary carbon market right now?
There are incredible opportunities in today's voluntary carbon market, largely because we're in the early days of this asset class, and it truly is an asset class. When we think about the opportunities, we see that there's an incredible supply and demand imbalance. On the one hand, we know that there are incredible commitments being made by large corporations around the world to become net zero. And they will need to have, as part of their solution and journey to get to net zero, carbon credits. So there's an incredible demand in terms of the voluntary carbon assets over a multi-decade period to hit our net zero for 2030, 40, or 50, whatever the ambitions are. And yet at the same time, we know that there are only a fraction of the amount of credits being delivered today to meet the demand of the future. And so we've got an incredible supply-demand imbalance. What's really interesting is the fact that so many of the carbon credit projects take many years to come to fruition. So what the opportunity is today is to drive capital into projects that will deliver carbon credits into the future to meet this long-term demand cycle that we see coming down the pike.
All right, and how are you different from other players in the space?
We're different in a variety of different ways, but largely I would say we're bringing a project finance and infrastructure finance mentality to this new and nascent asset class. We are looking for analogies to the renewable energy markets of the last 10 and 20 years. We are looking to other analogies in different commodity markets and applying those same standards and market evolutions to the voluntary carbon market. So our strategy is really to focus on driving capital, providing third-party capital, project finance type assets into these projects in a way that's very differentiated from others who may be providing marketplace services or curating assets on behalf of their clients.
And as you look to the year ahead, what are you most focused on?
We are focused on a couple of key areas. In large part, what we're focusing on is driving a structure toward project finance investing for these carbon assets. So we're looking for third-party capital, investors who are looking to put money to work in early stage projects to, again, meet this long-term demand. So our mindset this year is to really focus on designing structures that facilitate large-scale capital formation to drive investments into this new asset class.
All right. Well, wonderful to talk with you. Thanks for joining me, Olivia.
Thank you so much.